am jonesing for a bagel. Everybody can have ice cream. All of you guys can have, you know, whatever, cookies and stuff, or soda. I don't have that craving. I don't have that. I just want a dang bagel. And the keto substitutes don't have the mouth feel that I want. So I'm sad. Okay, so anyways, hi, good afternoon. As I grudgingly head physically into a grocery store to struggle to go into the store and actually fight my compulsion to pick up bread and lots of savory past the bakery sections and smell the bread and not pick up one. Anyways, so today's topic of conversation pleaser. All right, so I'm going to give you guys my opinion on a topic. It's my opinion. And please understand, like, I know, like opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one, and que sera, they mostly stink. The current forum that I've been reading about, and there's been a lot of cursory talk, is people are interested in the idea of whether or not to have a washer dryer in their RV, or if they don't get one now, should they just have it prepped for it just in case they consider the idea later on. A lot of people that are giving opinions without backing it up, which leaves a person that generally asks the question a lot more confused. The general question was asked whether or not the individual should or should not purchase one, or if they purchase one, should or should they not have the factory have it prepped for one just in case they consider to get one later on. That is too much of a vague statement because there's too many different variables involved. I don't know their lifestyle. We live full-time in our RV. We have no other dwelling to live in. So that's too much of a vague statement. Again, that's a different type of living too within that full-time living. Are they going to be boondocking a lot? Do they need to conserve water? Are they hooking up, living mostly in RV parks? There's so many different variables in that. I can't tell you on that issue either. I can tell you right now, in our instant, my husband is still active duty military, so we go straight from one facility with full hookup to another facility with full hookup due to the fact that my husband has requirements and we have to be local to the base that he has to answer to. So there's a lot involved with that. So understand this is the perspective, understanding if somebody is traveling to basically full hookup to full hookup to full hookup, or having access to a dump site readily available, because washers and dryers do fill up your gray tank real quick. But my husband is required to maintain a lot of clothing. We go through a lot of clothing on a daily basis. My husband changes his clothing 3 times a day, so I do laundry minimum of twice a week, if not more. I don't have the need to be either near a washing facility or some way to refresh clothing really quickly. I would say if you have a family that you're traveling with, if you do not have a storage capacity already available for you to carry a ton of clothing, you're going to need a way to do this as well, to clean your clothes. The first year that we got into moving full-time into our RV, Troy Holler, she was readily prepped for full-time, but she did not have a washer or dryer installed. We were still we still had a few months left in California, and we knew where the washaterias were, so we had no problem. The issue that I found over time when we started readily traveling is some of the parks that we would park at, the facilities were closed, the hours that we would arrive at, or the hours that the maintenance would have the facilities open to us from my time period that I would need to do laundry, or they didn't have enough washers and dryers available for the amount of campers within the camp. So then you would have to go and search out into the town and try to find one open. So yeah, you were kind of stuck trying to find one that was available and open. 2, there's also the cleanliness of some. We've been through some cities and such where But you did run into problems where sometimes the nearest facility to you to go wash your clothes was like an hour drive away from you. Number 3 would be the cost. Lately, we've noticed that depending on where you are in the United States at the time that you need to do laundry is the cost of doing the laundry itself. Now, I'm not talking about washing powders or whatever. I'm talking about doing the laundry themselves. Like where I'm currently located here in Virginia Beach, $2.50 a load to wash, $2.50 a load to dry. There's no differentiating. It's $5 to do a load of laundry. Lord forbid that everything is, washed, fully dried, and then I'm putting it in for another round to dry, and that's an additional $2.50. I'm not kidding. And that's just using local washaterias. But I am here, so let me go ahead and get my groceries done, and we'll talk back. But again, it all depends on your style of camping. The style that we live is going to differ depending on other people. So I know how we live and how we camp, and we're not going to spend a lot of time boondocking. We're going to be spending a lot of our time in campgrounds, state campgrounds and such that, where we're going to have more access to dump facilities and hookups. So that is how I know we camp. Now, as I said, we spent a year without one, and I will tell you it was grossly expensive, the amount of money I spent doing laundry. Now, with one, the idea of purchasing one, whether or not you should purchase one that is prepped, whether you choose to have one or you have even an inkling in your mind that you may later down the road want to consider having a washer dryer or combo unit put into your RV, I would tell you it would be in your best interest if you're buying an RV, whether it's a travel trailer for the occasional trip or for the long haul for months on end, and you're just having that tickle in the back of your mind, that flutter in your belly where you're questioning it, even just one iota. Yes, get the washer dryer prep. I had a couple friends of mine that are out there that will tell you, and you can research how much it costs. If you do not have an RV, a travel trailer, whatever kind of rig that you're going into that is not prepped for washer dryer at all, and you try to prep that bad biscuit, putting in a system that, your washer dryer systems that you need to put in this, a big feat. It's not something to take lightly. So if you have the opportunity to have them prep, just for the likelihood that maybe somewhere down the lane that you might want to have a washer dryer put in, get the prep work done. It's there for you. It won't kill you to have it done in advance. And if you do decide, you know what, we're out camping more often, I'm not finding the washaterias I like, it's not going to kill you. Just think about it. How I feel about having mine now, I'm not going to lie, I love it. They're smaller than residential washer and dryer units, but it is a learning curve, and once you get the gist of how that your particular unit works, you figure it out. But again, I'm saving money. It's cost effective for me and my family. But again, it's to the way that I camp. I don't know how you camp. I don't know how any of you guys camp. But yes, people call my lifestyle glamping because I'm not putting tent poles in the ground and sleeping on the hard desert or, forest floors anymore. We moved up a little bit.
Pardon me, do you have any gray Poupon?
Again, this is my opinion, this is my perspective. Figure out the bumps, figure out what works for you, and let me tell you, whether you have a washer and dryer isn't going to make the darn difference from your memories you make. It just makes it different. It makes maybe having more clean clothes readily accessible for you. So, anywho, that is my opinion. And please don't beat me and abuse me. I'm just trying to help explain why one might be good for another and some might not need it. It's really high tide right now. We've been having storms again, and we're going to have a storm again. But this weekend, it's going to be sunny. So I got to see what we can do with my honey. There we go. Home again, jiggity jig. Alright. Time to get stuff going. But, yep. Again, I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day. And understand that I was coming from a place of love and respect. And just do what you feel is necessary for you. Take the best opinions, and I'm trying to make sure I got all my stuff. Take everybody's opinions with a grain of salt, but gather all the information you need. Figure out where you camp, what is necessary for you. Maybe you don't need one. If you're going to be out more, maybe you might consider one. But I would say my recommendation, even if you're just traveling for a month at a time, if you haven't purchased one yet, or you're looking at one, get the washer dryer prep. Alright, I'm going to go inside. I got groceries to unload, and I got puppies that probably need to go pee again. Alright, talk to you guys later. You guys take care of each other, love one another. I'll see you guys on the flip side.